What's happening, everyone? It is I, Bobby here, and back again with another banger video for you. Today, I have a different kind of video for you. So those who might know, BFDI, aka Battle for Dream Island, is a YouTube series that I used to make videos on for quite some time, back in like August 2022. Well, granted, I did make that one video in August 2024, basically just playing a BFDI Roblox lobby. But anyways, yeah, and also you might realize in my update video that I did a few days ago, I said that I would be making BFDI, Nana Insanity, and general object show content again eventually. So yeah. And here it is. So this video will simply just be, well, it's simple. Okay, that was really weird. Anyways, ranking every single BFDI season from worst to best. So yeah, this is a video I've honestly wanted to do for quite some time, but I've just not really had the time to do so. So yeah, but today, that shall change. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just not waste any time and get started with this, shall we? So coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the third season IDFB. So now, I know that might come to shock as many, because considering the fact that people consider this a pretty good and I think underrated season, yeah. However, like, here's the thing, okay? Now, first, the concept of the season. I really like the concept of the season, because in fact it has, a non-competition, and we don't really have much non-competition object shows, have we? The Daily Object Show, Cult of Cobalt, and I'm pretty sure The Revenge of Toast. But I digress. So, yeah, I think the concept is really interesting, non-competition, just the contestants, just simply out there, living their lives, and yeah, so why is this at number 5, you may be asking? Whilst I do find the concept of the season really cool and really, like, unique, there's only one episode, and it's been 8 years. Yeah, because, well, all the other seasons of BFDI have at least quite 10 episodes or something. Like, of course, season 1, BFDI is 25 episodes, but okay, that's kind of unrelated. Yeah, this one has been around ever since 2016 and only has one bloody episode. And not to mention, episode 2 was literally supposed to come out on September 1st, or I think September 1st, correct? October 1st, yeah. And it's still not out to this very day, and I can't lie, I'm not entirely sure whether or not it actually even is going to come out, because, like, come on, 8 years, like, people still, I believe still to this day, people believe that IDFB 2 is going to come out, which is just mental. I mean, I'm still kind of hanging on to hope that the season isn't cancelled, that it's still going to happen, but I don't know, bro. I honestly think that it's done, man. It's a shame, because, and also, I do have to admit, like, it's kind of unique how at the end of the first episode, they had, like, a little voting on vote what person you think should be Lao of the LOL, also known as Locker of Losers. So, yeah. Anyways, also, by the way, I might mention how, when golf ball and tennis ball went into that little, museum, and, like, golf ball saw, like, vases and got, like, a flashback of, like, his past. That is something, like, I literally feel we could have gotten so much more on, but I guess at the end of the day, it's over now. So, anyways, yeah, on to the next one. Now coming in at number 4, we have the second season, BFDIA, also known as Battle for Dream Island again. So now, of course, for most people, the season would be, of course, 5th, aka last on the list, which for me it was. When I did a ranking, of course, I didn't do it on this channel, I just did, like, a ranking to myself. This was initially on the last, because, like, at the time, there was only the 5 episodes, but of course, in September, the season actually wound up going back, and also actually got, quite a few new episodes. Now, of course, by the way, I probably really should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Because I'm stupid and cannot plan a proper schedule, I've still not watched BFDIA 16 and Teapot 14. But don't worry, I shall do that soon, so yeah. I probably could have gone this whole video without mentioning that, but it really doesn't matter. So, yeah. So, yeah, I know this might be a bit random to bring this up, like, right now, but something that I absolutely adore with the later episodes, of course, that being BFDIA 6 through 16, is that, like, the original BFDIA style is back. Like, seeing it animated, like, in the modern style is just so beautiful. Like, it's genuinely so nostalgic. Because, jeez, guys, sorry. I've been watching BFDIA since I was little, like, one of the first shows I watched, and yeah, okay, granted, like, I didn't really watch it that much, I just kind of skipped through it, because my 4-year-old brain, stupid, but still, like, it's so nostalgic and just lovely to see overall, and yeah, it just looks so beautiful, so nice, and yeah. Now, of course, something I would also like to talk about, BFDIA 5. It got split into so many parts, like, I believe A, B, C, D, E, yeah, 5 parts, and, like, yeah, because it was, like, the longest episode of BFDI, I think, I don't know. And I think it's also considered, like, the best. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty decent, seeing a contestant, like, go your city, which I believe they stayed in New York City in BFDI A6, and I'm pretty sure 7 and a few other episodes. So, however, here's the thing. The problem of BFDI A5B, it's a goddamn game. Yeah, they could have easily made this an animated episode, but no, it's a game. And you can't even play it anymore because Adobe Flash, I think, is not even available anymore. So, yeah, and we literally got to see new characters in that game and new locations, and that would have been so nice to see in episode form, but I can't lie. No, well, see, that was definitely really stupid. Like, because I'm not really gonna do that hard on them because Jack and Jellyfy, like Carrie and Michael, were clearly really young when they first made that, so not gonna try and bash them too hard, but still, definitely a pretty bad decision on, their part. Now, of course, I would actually like to be a bit positive now. So the way of voting, of course, in Teapot, I believe it's changed now, but Teapot and BFB, it was comment the letter in square brackets. However, I believe in Teapot it's changed to Google form. However, this one, going to a contestant's video and liking or disliking their video, whether you want them to win a prize or whether you want to vote them out. That's, albeit pretty complicated, and they could have just used polls. That's actually pretty unique, and something which I really feel more object shows could do. Now, I believe Azoic Assault, another attempt at Azoic Assault, actually did that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did. But still, pretty unique, and something that I'm honestly quite surprised more object shows ain't done yet, so yes. So yeah, overall, this season started off pretty mid, but has eventually gotten better and better and better, and I'm excited to see what the season has in store next, and the fact that this season honestly seems to be wrapping up. I mean, well, still pretty quite well. I mean, I believe it's like final 8, so yeah. Anyways, on to the next one. So now, coming in at number 3, we have the 4th season of BFDI, BFB, also known as Battle for BFDI. So yeah, of course, as you may know, this is one of the only 2 seasons of BFDI which have actually been finished, which Teapot and BFDI are actually finished at DFB, obviously, but still. So, honestly, what are my thoughts on this season? Pretty good for me, honestly. It's good, but it's on number 3, but still, it's, honestly, a really great season. It started off kind of strangely, but eventually gotten quite better. Also, by the way, I know there are some people who consider BFB pre-split and BFB post-split as 2 different seasons, and I just like to say I do not believe that. Even though, yes, they are completely 2 different seasons, they're still technically BFB at the end of the day, so therefore I will be counting them as 1. So, yeah, because I know post-split, I mean, pre-split is 4A, and post-split is 4B, and so... yeah, it's technically Battle for BFB, so it ends up wasting time, and also, sorry, I'm stuttering quite a bit. So now, of course, we get into the concept of these, which basically is 64 contestants. Yes, 64 is quite a bit, but of course, it got narrowed down because of the split. Like, come in, form 8 teams of 8. Now, the 2 new hosts, 4 and X, which, funny enough, I believe in one of the BFDI meetups, Jack and Jellyfy actually wound up saying that they originally wanted a spider, so, like, the spiders from, Challenge to Win, like, to host. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, but... honestly, yeah, and the prize for this season is a BFDI. Yeah, like a thing you can watch all the episodes of BFDI on. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Personally, I'd quite like one of those, but it's not really all that deep. Well, yeah, okay, what the hell am I talking about now? So, of course, as the season itself is honestly pretty good, and of course, when the split happened, I guess that was a bit strange, considering the fact that when I first watched it, I thought BFB was just, of course, going to be just another incomplete season. But, no, it actually got complete, which I'm happy about. Now, of course, Flower, a pretty controversial character, she wound up winning the season. However, whilst, of course, some people are pretty annoyed about this, and yes, I would have liked to see Gelatin win. At least they did somewhat redeem her. Yeah, sure. It was pretty biased towards her character, like, just making her, like, painfully likable, but, because I kind of wish that, like, of course, I don't mind them making her a bit more likable, but I kind of still wish they kept her, like, sort of, like, a villain, because I feel like, because I like the idea of a villain winning, like, something like Tall Drama, Dissension Camp, and, of course, like, object shows, but, I guess there's not really anything you can do, so, overall, I don't know if I'd say I'm the biggest fan of Flower. I do guess she is alright, and I guess I am somewhat glad that she won this season, so yeah. Overall, my final thoughts on the season, it certainly had its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it had a somewhat decent winner and somewhat decent storyline. Anyways, on to the next season. Now coming in at number 2, we actually have a pretty surprising one for some people. That is the 5th season of BFDI Teapot, aka The Power of 2. Now I know, some people probably expected this to be number 1, which my number 1 choice might be quite surprising. Some people, okay, you probably already know it, because, well, it's the only one left, but of course I'm not going to spoil it. So yeah, of course, many people consider this the best season of the show. Why it's on number 2? Well, I'll explain why right now. Now, of course, don't get me wrong, this season is absolutely amazing. First of all, okay, I know episode 2 took, an entire year, but it's not really that big a deal. And plus, I like how after Teapot 3, they actually switched to double eliminations, which is definitely going to make the season go a lot fun. And also, I have a theory, which I don't think I've said this before, but I'll say again, I feel like Teapot 30 is going to be finale. Okay, that's probably quite then for some people, but I don't know, it's just something that I don't really know if people actually really knew or not. So yeah, I mean, again, it's not confirmed, but I just feel like anyway. Stop yapping. Yeah, this season was also really great, and so yeah, and also something I really like is how after BFB 16, when the new characters were gonna come to compete, they're like let people vote on which ones to join. And in Teapot 1, they of course read the votes, which is honestly something quite neat. Of course, debuts / recommended characters are, really nothing new in object shows. Of course, they've been around, ever since VTI. But still, I think that's really cool. Not to mention how after that there was 40 originally, and then there was 41, and then however they had to let another person join because 41 is a prime number and that can't be divided unless they have it all merged, but that would just be boring as hell. And of course, issue some people, they might not like how non-existy didn't get to join, but it doesn't make sense because like non-existy joining would just be kind of strange, like he's literally non-existy, he's non-existent. So yeah, and honestly, does make sense, and the price tag had to join instead. Anyways, I'm literally just yapping for so long, so yeah. Also, of course, I'm pretty sure it was Teapot 12, yeah, where like they had a voting where one of the exiters could join, and eventually, when they actually did the vote, it was Pencil who joined, which Pencil, I'm not really the biggest Pencil fan, but I guess it's alright that she joined, and yeah, to be honest, I don't really like Pencil because she acted like kind of a jerk in the beginning of BFB, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, I just really enjoy stuff like that. Now, of course, enough talking about like debuts and rejoins, which I don't know when Teapot's gonna have a rejoin, but still, and also, I've still not watched Teapot 14 yet. Trust me, I will soon. Okay, but anyways, I need to stop getting off topic and talk about the actual season. The actual season itself is really interesting. Yeah, sure, the episode's like really long, but like they're still pretty damn good if you ask me. Like I just feel like they're doing a really good job. And okay, I know it's really sounding like I'm just yapping for no reason at this point, but just because it's still just a great season, and I really don't have that much to say about it. So yeah. So overall, my final thoughts on the season: really amazing, brilliant, one of the best seasons of the entire show. Why it's not number one, and my number one choice might be a bit surprising to some people, but it is what it is. So overall, on to the number one spot. And now, coming in at number one, the first season of BFDI, BFDI, also known as Battle for Dream Island. So yeah, why this season? Well, it's simple. It's just special. And of course, I know that might sound kind of confusing to some people, but it's just special, okay? It just has this special kind of like early YouTube charm, which of course I wasn't live at early YouTube, because I wasn't born, but still, there's just something that's so special about this season, which I don't know, I just can't wrap my head around. First of all, the animation. Of course, the animation voice acting aren't the best, but like, Carrie and Michael were literally like 13 when they made this, so like, it does make sense, and yeah, of course, so you're not, of course, going to expect to see absolute masterpiece art, i.e., but it still doesn't change the fact that the season. Of course, we actually need to get into the season now, don't we? So, of course, first of all, okay, this might be where Hannah Ryan bring up. Almost every object show has rejoins, where like the viewers vote on an eliminated contestant, they want to return and all that. However, I like how, of course, there was a voting and rejoin. The first rejoin of the season was actually a challenge. Yeah, I really like the idea of the eliminated contestants needing to do like a challenge, and the first one will help me even the first two. Complete it, gets a rejoin, and I just love that idea because it adds like a level of suspense to who's gonna rejoin and all that stuff. So yeah, and I know I'm just repeating a lot of the same words in this video, which I do apologize. Okay, my voice is running out. I've been working on this video since yesterday. Okay, stop saying all this useless information now, man. Now, of course, let's talk about the winner of the season, which is finally another winner. Of course, the final three of the season was Bubble, Leafy, and Fiery, and Fiery actually won, which I don't have a problem with, because I absolutely love Fiery, and he sure didn't get Dream Island, because Leafy stole it. I still, love that Fiery won this season, and, I think he's just a great character, albeit doesn't really do much, but he's still, like, you know, a great character. Is he better than Flower? Yes, he is. Okay, that was random, but you know, still, I'm just happy that Fiery won, and you know, think he's a good winner. And sorry, I keep breathing in this video. Still, just think this season is just overall special. There's so much to it, and I just don't really have anything else to say other than this. The season is just a classic in Object Show history, and honestly, yeah. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's honestly going to do it for today's video. I really did not expect it to be this long. I only thought this video would be about 8 minutes or so, but anyways, it is what it is. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so there's the next video. Comment Dream Island if you made it this far, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!